Hey everyone, Chivos here, bring you another Hyundai A-League fixture preview for the fixtures of week 27. That is right, it is the last week of the regular season. Then we do have the finals after that, but the point is, it's the last week. If you're excited, don't forget to smash the like button. Now let's talk about the fixtures for this weekend. Now the first game of the weekend is one of the biggest, but it is not the biggest. It sees Melbourne City take on Adelaide United. Now Melbourne City, they need a win. They need 2 results to go their way, while Adelaide United could win the Premier's Plate, obviously, if other results do go their way. Melbourne City welcome Hughes, Clisby, Malling to the first team squad, while Zallo has been ruled out for the rest of the season, which isn't that long obviously, but he's been ruled out for the rest of the season with a foot injury. And on the other hand, we have Adelaide United. They welcome Ochieng and Tammy Elrich to the first team squad, while they have no apparent out. So Adelaide United should be able to field a full strength squad, while Zallo the only real casualty for Melbourne City. Now, both teams need a win, and they are both pushing for the Premier's Plate. Adelaide United lead the league in clean sheets. They have 12. Next person has 7, I do believe. So, clean sheets are huge for Adelaide United. On the other hand, we do have Melbourne City, who do lead the league in goals scored. So, we have a very good defensive team and a very good offensive team. How is this going to pan out? I don't have a clear idea. I have my prediction. It's not clear, but Adelaide United definitely not going to keep a clean sheet. I tell you that now. But Bruce Gite's found his form, which is huge. He's found his form at the right time of the season, and it is helping Adelaide United so much. So, purely on the fact, clean sheets, good defence, Gite in form. Obviously, Melbourne City, we do have Aaron Moy. We do have Bruno Fornaroli. But as you saw last week, they shipped 3 goals against Perth Glory, which is not what you want to see going into the finals series. So a leaky defence, a very strong attack, but their defence just not there. So I can see Adelaide United winning this fixture 2-1. The second game of the weekend sees Central Coast Mariners take on Newcastle Jets in a game that means absolutely nothing. Nada, zero, zip, no, nothing. Both teams haven't made the final series, and the result is purely on a pride thing. Central Coast welcome Izzo, Montgomery, and Bahaja to the first team squad, while Heward Bell hasn't been selected for the fixture. And on the other hand, we have Newcastle Jets, who welcome Pavicevic to the first team squad, while Bogard isn't available this weekend due to suspension. Now, the main talking point, Central Coast, they've been on holiday majority of the season. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. Take it lightly. But Central Coast, holiday majority of the season, they're done. They're finished. Newcastle Jets, we know how bad they performed last season. They've had an absolute turnaround this season, and it's for the better. They're performing quite well. Although they didn't make the finals, they still way better than last season, which is huge. And they've played well. I think they're around 27-point mark, which is good. And Central Coast 13, Newcastle Jets double their points tally, and they're a decent team overall. So I can see Newcastle Jets winning this fixture 2-0. Now, the third game of the weekend sees my team, Melbourne Victory, take on Brisbane Roar. Now, Brisbane Roar are 1 point clear at the top of the table, and a win would guarantee them the Premier's Plate. A draw is not enough. Now, if they draw, they've still got a 2-point gap, but if one of the other teams win, then it's done. They've lost. So, Brisbane Roar need a win. No chance. And then, on the other hand, we have Melbourne Victory, who are in the final series, and they have just played an Asian Champions League game last night. So, the thing we have to look at, the key talking point here, Berisha is out for Melbourne Victory, so we're practically without a striker. No, we don't really have the backup. Obviously, you can play Thompson there. You can play FBK there if you need to. You can play Barbarouses there if you have to, but they're more wide options. Now, the only other one we've got is Howard. I'd say we're going to start Thompson, but we do have Howard, and he's only bagged 1 goal this season, so we don't have a striker. We are going to suffer. Melbourne Victory welcome Connor Payne, Galafuccio, Makarunas, Ingham, and Deng to the first team squad, while Gajewski, Berisha, Mahazi, and Ansel are all unavailable for the fixture. Brisbane Roar welcome Stefanuto and Hervas to the first team squad, And I believe they have no apparent outs as well. So Brisbane Roar are going to be playing a full-strength side, which is going to hurt us. While Melbourne Victory have chopped and changed. We have a rotated squad due to our Asian Champions League campaign. We don't need a win this weekend. And we need a full-strength squad for the rest of the Champions League group stage and for the final series. So we're going to rotate. I do think that's going to be a thing. And I think Brisbane Roar, they're going to push for the win, no doubt. I think they are going to take home the Premier's plate because I can see Brisbane Roar winning this fixture 2-1. The fourth game of the weekend sees Wellington Phoenix take on Western Sydney Wanderers. Now, Western Sydney need a win and hope results go their way, while Wellington's season is already over, but they could upset Western Sydney Wanderers' chance of winning the Premier's plate. Now, Wellington Phoenix welcome Gully, Redenton and Sale to the first team squad, while Riera and Italiano are unavailable for the fixture. And on the other hand, we have Western Sydney Wanderers who welcome Hamill and Dimas to the first team squad, while they have no apparent out. So Wellington, they're practically on holidays. Western Sydney need a win. They have a full-strength team. Wellington, very patchy. Some weeks they look fantastic. Some weeks they look terrible. They shipped 4 goals against Melbourne Victory last weekend. So what does that tell you? They're not in a good patch of form. They're already on holidays. And for that fact, I can see Western Sydney Wanderers winning this fixture 2-0. And the final game of the weekend sees an in-form Perth Glory take on Sydney FC. Now, we know Sydney FC have nothing to play for. They haven't qualified for the final series, although they have had a fantastic Asian Champions League campaign. You have to say that. They've had a fantastic Champions League campaign. And that is probably one of the reasons why they've failed to qualify for the final series. Now, Perth Glory, they need a win. If they win, they will climb the table, depending on other results. I think with a win, they'll overtake Melbourne City. They do have the chance to finish 3rd, I do believe. They're in 5th. I think they can finish 3rd. So, they need a win. And if they do climb the table, their finals draw is easier. They could even play against Melbourne Victory. So it's a good sign for Perth Glory. Now, Sydney FC welcome Ryle, German, Carney, Simon, Grant, Blackwood and Tavares to the first team squad. 7 players into the first team squad. That's half a squad right there. And then on the other hand, they have Anderson, Normouth, Woodcock, Calver and Mullen, who all haven't been selected for the fixture. And Perth Glory, on the other hand, they welcome Djulbic and Petratos to the first team squad, while they have no apparent out. So Perth Glory should be able to field a full-strength squad. And I do think Sydney FC just going to rotate. They're going to rest. They don't need to play this game. They don't need to go for the win. You know, all they really need to do is rest and focus on their Champions League campaign, because that is all they have to play for at the moment. So Perth Glory, they're in fine form. They're banging in the goals. Sydney FC don't need to worry about the league, so they're not going to. And I can see Perth Glory winning this fixture 2-0. But they are my predictions for the Hyundai A-League fixtures of Week 27. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments section below. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to see more Hyundai A-League content. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.